Vampires by Aubrey and Jensen Bloomfield. Vampires are known as a subculture. They are also known as a form of religion. They believe that before Eve, it was Adam and Lilith. Adam got angry at God and created Eve. Then he punished Lilith by burdening her with not being able to conceive children. Lilith became fearful of Adam and Eve's children, and she became cannibal towards children. This is a legend of how vampires may have come about. The most famous vampire known is Dracula. Vampires are known to be human corpses that have said to return from the grave to harm the living.
Vampires are now found all across the world. Men vampires are known as incubus, and women are succubus, and they are mainly of European descent. In the UK alone, there are over 15,000 vampires. Some form small groups or communities. They meet and discuss their religion often.
Vampires have many different forms of deviance. With their wardrobe, they wear capes and dress in a lot of black clothing. Also, many have gone and gotten fang implants. They can be permanent or removable, but either way, they are not strong enough to pierce through the skin. The main deviance of a vampire is their urge to drink blood. Many find people within their community to be blood donors, and others use their spouses to get blood from. Consuming blood regularly can cause many diseases and problems. Certain procedures must be followed to ensure safety of both the donor and the vampire.
There are some cultural particulars that distinguish vampires from others. They say that they get their energy from others through contact. They also can read auras. Vampires tend to be healthier than normal people also. They do not get sick often. The one flaw of vampires is they are sensitive to sunlight. They say that they can't be in the sun for long periods of time.
Vampires explain that their deviance is just a way of life. Their cultural particulars of drinking blood and reading auras is what keeps them young and healthy. Without blood, some say that they would live like everyone else without blood, but others say it's a necessity for them to stay alive.
The only legal challenge is with blood drinking. It is not illegal to drink blood, but as long as there is consent. But as stated earlier, it is necessary that they follow all the necessary precautions and sanitation.
There are a few different examples of real-life vampires. Following this slide will be a picture of Peretti and Andy. They are a couple from the UK with a child. They drink each other's blood as a connection to the soul, although sharing vampire belief is not the main source of their relationship. They say that even if they were not vampires, they would still maintain the same relationship.
The second example is Julia Capples. There is a picture of her and her family to follow. She is a mom of two and has been drinking blood for 30 years. On average, she drinks about 2 liters of blood a month. She uses human donors as her source for blood. She uses a sterile knife she designed herself. Julia Capel's reason for doing this is to keep herself young, strong, and healthy.